Hi there, Scotty Sanders here. So I want to share with you valuable lessons I've learned from 45 years of marriage. It has been such a blessing to be married to my wife, Cindy. See, she was my junior high school sweetheart, so we dated like 4 or 5 years, if you call dating in junior high school, before we got married. So really we've been together about 50 years. So we all know that life is not easy and marriage is a big part of life. But I can honestly say that the past 10 years of marriage have been my best 10 years. Now here's some valuable lessons I've learned. I could share a lot more, but here's a few that I think could help you as well. Here's the first lesson. I'm way more selfish than I realized. I really am. Until I got married, I was not aware that this was even an issue. However, with guidance and patience from my wife, I have improved. I still have a ways to go. See, marriage is really not about you, it's about your spouse. And my wife, Cindy, is the epitome of a selfless person. Here's the second lesson I've learned, and this was a hard one I'm still learning. Listening is way more important than solving the actual problem. Now, if you're like me, as a leader, you're a problem solver, right? So we see a problem, we want to solve it. But when it comes to, advice and lessons we learn, a lot of times it's not about solving the problem. Leaders want to solve problems, but in marriage, listening is more important than tackling the actual problem. Now, here's the third lesson I've learned. You prioritize what's important to you. I can remember early on in our marriage, it was a Saturday morning, and normally at that time, early in my marriage, I was working Saturday. Saturday was another day of work for me. But that particular day, I slept in, and I told Cindy I was just going to sleep in and go into work about noon. And so about 9 o'clock, she came into the bedroom and said, "Hey, don't forget now, I have a few things I need you to do around the house." And I said something really stupid in that moment. I said, "Honey, I don't have time to do any of that stuff." And this is what she said to me with her very quiet and soft voice. "Scotty, you have all the time to do what's really important to you." And I've never forgotten that lesson. You have all the time to do what's really important to you. If your marriage is important to you, you make time for it. If your health is important to you, you make time for it. If your family is important to you, you make time for it. You make time for the things that are important to you. We have all the time we need to do what's really important to us. I'm sure there are many other lessons, and I know there'll be more along the way, but I thought these three might serve you well. Listen, I've got a free resource for you that can help you to kind of think through your life a little bit. I call it Build Your Own House Blueprint. And the word house there is a metaphor for life, about how to build your life, about the things that are important for you to live a more fulfilled life. So make sure you check that out. Well, listen, until next time, live well and lead well.